Being attacked, fun experience.
So I've had to leave Tris.
Treated back into the van.
Never experienced midges that bad before in Scotland.
They're out in force, guys.
We were attacked and then had to retreat into the van.
Infestation, I tell ya.
And they're just like all over my hand, on my face, and I'm just like, come on. But I just didn't think it would be that mental.
No,
But yeah, sorry Trist. I'm leaving him.
and let's go.
Welcome back, folks. We're Tristan Kez. This is Frank who's joining us this week. Murphy's having a little sleep.
Happy Sunday, guys. How are we all? I hope you've got your cup of tea or your coffee, because we've got a good one for you this week.
Sunday sessions. Happy Sunday,
Yeah.
guys. This week we have a 2-4-1 for you.
What?
Go check out last week's video if you missed the beautiful walk round Lochs and our beautiful park up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss another one of these episodes, and drop us a comment. If nothing else, just put "We love Scotland." If you want to keep up with our travels, we send out a newsletter every Thursday, so click the link in the description now and we'll see you in the inbox next Thursday. And if you want more van life hacks, tips and tricks, head on over to tristankez.com, where we cover all this kind of information and much more. If you want more of this beautiful content and all the things that Kez is creating so masterfully, head on over to Instagram. Got loads of van life hacks and tips on there, and it seems to be going down very well. We're also on Facebook, TikTok and Pinterest. But this week we looked on the weather, didn't we, and we thought it was going to be an absolute blazer. I think it was 25 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we thought, get out the Galloway Forest and go head south towards the sea. I think it was like a 40-minute drive south of Newton Stewart to a place called, I'm so sorry if I get this wrong, Auchenmulg. We found this beautiful park up, didn't we?
Luce Bay. I think we were actually recommended it by some people on Instagram. A few people actually had said about this particular spot. It is actually very popular with vanners.
Yeah.
Also got signs up saying take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but fingerprints.
Footprints.
Footprints.
Leave your dirty fingerprints everywhere.
That's brilliant. It's a sort of, I would say, well known if you know. It was a beautiful little spot, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It's along the coast road. You just can pull off anywhere along the coast road there, can't you?
Yeah, so I think if you were to do the actual Southwest 300 route,
Oh, is it part of that?
then you'd, I think on our first trip, many years ago, we would have driven this piece of road and gone past
Oh,
it.
really?
But we just drove the whole thing kind of like in one day, didn't we?
Yeah, we
We were novices then. Pulled off the main road and like a little track just up above the beach. There was a number of vans there, so we went and found our spot, popped our chocks up and levelled the van.
I would say that in wetter weather, it is a grass pull-off. Slightly gravelly, slightly grass. Some of it's heavy grass. Be aware of that if you head in the winter.
If you head in the winter and it's a windy day, I think you might get absolutely battered.
Well, because you are literally, our van was parked here and then the sea is here. I mean, to the point that I do have to say, at night, we've never felt this before. The sea is so loud overnight.
Yeah.
I think because it's a pebbly beach, isn't it? I think as it comes right up to the shore, all of the waves crashing with the big stones churning, it's actually quite a noisy spot in that respect.
Yeah, and then with the main road, it can be a bit noisy with that, so just a proviso.
I think, yeah, and that's what we always like to say, is we like to always be honest with you guys about these spots, and it is absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong, absolutely epic views out to sea, stunning to be that close to the coast. But the noise of the sea at night, and that road is quite a busy road, you do get a couple of the old which why do kids do that? I'm assuming it's kids. What grown-up drives along beeping in the middle of the night? I'm sure there's some out there. But yes, for those two parts of it, I wouldn't say it was the most peaceful spot, but definitely one of the most prettiest spots.
Yeah. The tide comes in quite a lot, but at the other end, the tide went out massively, didn't it?
Yes, and it is cool because you've got countryside all behind you.
Yeah.
Nothing there. There's a holiday park further down. There is a pub. They don't allow dogs. I think it's about a 5k walk
Yeah,
from
I
the
think
spot.
so.
But
I don't think we can say what it's called because, well, it's called the Inn.
Oh, why can't you say that?
Because I think the word will get us.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah, you can't say
Oh, well, not if you keep saying it, honestly. Apart from that, it's very remote, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely walk up and down the beach when the tide's out a little bit. If you look on all trails, there are some footpaths behind the park up that you can go and walk, but it was a particularly hot day, as we've said. Old Frank turns into Peter Panterson whenever the weather's kind of above 19, 20 degrees, and due to his short nose, he can't really breathe very well in hot weather. So yeah, we took him to the beach, had a bit of fun, and then took him back to the van so we could just relax. I mean, it was so hot. I mean, it's been mental, isn't it? Yeah. We've had, as we No, we are not saying it again. No more weather chat.
No more weather chat. You get it, guys.
It was warm.
Yeah, go back and watch our other videos. 4 seasons, 1 day. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
But yeah, summer was back that day, and yeah, we just had a lovely time. Oh, you made up the blackberry jam, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
From our foraging from the last episode.
Yeah, we had that on some Scottish crumpets.
Yeah.
Everyone was sat outside their van.
Yeah. Some people had their like little tables and chairs and having a right old picnic, weren't they? And we were presented with a beautiful sunset.
The sunset was epic, wasn't it? Mwah, for the sunset.
And
definitely.
then because it was a bit warm overnight, we opened up the windows towards the evening once the midges had and other flying insects had disappeared. Opened up the window because it was so warm, wasn't it? And then just had a look out the window, and it was like the stars were just incredible, weren't they? We were just like star watching from the van, which was beautiful. What an experience. So because excuse me, it was warm, the van gets quite warm, we decided that we were going to head back to the forest. You can't keep us in one place or the other. So we headed to the Galloway Forest again to try and seek some shade and a bit of respite from the sun for old Frankles. The drive on the way there, because that was mental, wasn't it?
Yes, I forgot about that.
So yeah, we went to Newton Stewart on the way there. Actually, we went to a brilliant butcher's and picked up a couple of bakery bits and a couple of meaty items, which, they were incredible. But yeah, leaving Newton Stewart to head up to this park up, the drive was just incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Jinx.
It was mind-blowing. Yeah, just driving along, and then we'd have some trees, and then that would clear, and it's just, this expansive, beautiful view. Yeah. If nothing else, just drive out that way for the view.
Yes, and it's a beautiful road because, as you guys will know if you've been to Scotland, and if you haven't been to Scotland, let me tell you, if you drive in Cornwall or Wales, often these single track roads can become a bit of a nightmare because what do you do when something's coming towards you and you've got a bush and a wall? In Scotland, the roads, literally every few minutes is a passing place. Yeah. So you can really, really enjoy these scenic routes without the fear of, having that not head-on collision, but the traffic coming towards you. And that's what I love the most, I think, about driving those beautiful roads in Scotland. You can do it so relaxed. Take your time. You don't need to rush through these roads. Plenty of places to pull over. Yeah, it was beautiful. We ended up driving it a few times.
We did, didn't we?
Just because, there's nothing better. That's one of the best things about van life, I would say, is up there for me, is the actual journey. Is the driving element of it. It's just, you see so much, and it's just beautiful. Yeah,
awe-inspiring.
It is.
We found a park up just next to Stinchar Bridge. I think it's called the Forest Drive car park. It's got one of those forest drives that you can do. It was actually closed whilst we were there. Not sure why it was closed because we walked it and it seemed fine, but hey, we don't make the rules. But it was a beautiful car park, wasn't it?
Wow, yeah.
Beautiful car park. It seems mental to say.
Yeah, it does.
It was a beautiful car park. Lots of little bays,
Lots of little bays. This particular spot was so lovely, I think, because of its location, because of the setup of the car park, and because of the immense friendliness of locals. Everyone was up for a chat.
Everyone's lovely in Scotland.
But that's why the car park was so cool, wasn't it? Because it's on different levels, but on a sunny day you can actually tuck up the back underneath the trees, can't you? And so we had a beautifully cool van. Thankfully we have our little camping chairs. We were able to leave the animals in a nice cool vehicle, and then we headed it down to the sunshine, didn't we? And to sit and enjoy the sunshine away from the
Soaked
van.
it up, didn't we?
But there was also, you know, we love a walk, and this one was called randomly the Cornish Hill walk.
Yes.
Wasn't it? Right next to the car park is this beautiful sort of mini waterfall stream that sort of runs down the hill, which you can hear from the car park, which is just mwah. You cross over the bridge and then head off up into the woods, and it's a purpose-laid path that takes you for, is it 5k?
Yeah, I think so.
5k. It is, again, as most walks in Scotland are, quite hilly in parts, so do be prepared. Although it's a shorter walk, it actually feels like it's a little bit longer, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the first part wasn't too undulating, a little bit.
Amazing fungi. If you are a forager, the fungi in the first part of the walk in the woods, it was...
We'll put up a few of the mushrooms that we found, because we've got no idea. We've got a mushroom book, but we've really got no idea of what we're looking at. If you know what you're looking at, leave us a comment below. What are these mushrooms here, here and here?
Actually, if anyone knows any good foraging courses, that's something we keep saying that we're really interested in doing. If you know any good foraging courses, then yeah, pop that in the comments. We would love to know.
Yeah.
But back to the walk.
We should just say the first bit of the woods was like magical. It was like moss ridden. Oh, that's not the right way.
It was like the trees had been decorated with moss, wasn't it? Because they were sort of hanging down like natural tinsel.
Yeah, it was like a very ancient feeling going through that first bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, very much so. It was, and it was really strange how you cross over and it's a really babbling stream with mini waterfalls, and then just a few steps into those woods, everything goes silent. And it was really just the sound of the water completely muffled. Yeah. The height of the trees. It was very magical.
Yeah, it was just incredible, wasn't it?
Was.
At certain points it gets so quiet that my tinnitus like rears its head because it's too quiet that all I can hear is the ringing in my brain.
I soon fill it with talking, so it's all good. You head through the woods, and then then
you come out, and then the trees start to sort of dissipate a little bit, and then the rugged sort of Galloway area starts opening, doesn't it, where you can kind of see for miles all of a sudden, can't you?
Yeah, well, it just becomes, I think, you know, we've said this before, we've been guilty in the past of wanting to find wild Scotland, so for that reason heading straight to the Highlands and bypassing Dumfries and Galloway entirely. I think in our minds it was sort of more English countryside on the border. It really isn't, and this particular spot like demonstrates that to you, because as soon as you come out of those woods and slightly up the hill, it's you're in the Highlands. It feels, it's so wild, and the view is so expansive. You can just see bodies of water, trees, hills, countryside, and nothing else around. No houses, no cities. It's wild crazy. Scotland, isn't it? Yeah, so it takes you up onto the hill, right up the top, before heading all the way back down, where again the landscape just changed again, where they felled a lot of trees for the forestry management element. You went from woods to hills to
rugged.
Yes. As you come down the bottom, you follow a little winding path along the stream.
Well, as we came up round, like, I think the last hill point to then descend back down to sort of finish off the walk, there was just this like beautiful body of water that then streamed off into a burn or a stream. Sorry if we get the terminology wrong. And then over another bridge, and we kind of, as you say, we followed that little waterway back. Just the whole thing, because it changes so much, the scenery. It's a funny one, because you've got to watch where you're walking firstly, but then you're also kind of like, I just want to look at everything. We highly recommend checking it out.
Also, what is nice, well, I love a colour graded walk, is I love a set walk. As much as we love to explore and ramble and go off on our own little hikes, it does mean you're opening up your phone quite a lot, like all trails, or if you're following me, then we get lost. So it's quite nice to be able to know that you can pop your phone in your pocket and just walk and enjoy. The path takes you all the way from the beginning of the car park all the way round and back to the car park again. Be present in the moment, switch off, just enjoy type of walk.
At the car park itself, you can either go and sit and chill out by the waterfall, which was lovely.
Well, it's a couple of benches there as well, isn't there, and then to enjoy.
Exactly. And then there was a bench right out the back of the car park, which we actually sat out and played some cards.
A little picnic bench.
Enjoyed our time there. The fun thing at the the end of our day there, I was like, oh, this is a beautiful sunset. Let's jump out the van, go and get some shots. And yeah, well, I think to say the least, we were attacked, weren't we? We were attacked and then had to retreat into the van to hide away.
Well, no, bless you though. We just, yeah, as Tris said, we had our wine. We were like, let's go down to the stream. We're going to sit and enjoy it. Tris was going to fly the drone. As Tris said, beautiful sunset. And then, yeah, they engulfed us, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I've had to leave Tris. They're out in force, guys. Infestation, I tell ya.
I quickly ran back to the van. I was not dealing with that at all. And bless you, I don't know how you flew the drone. I have no idea, because unless you were constantly moving and jumping, they were on you.
Yeah.
So,
well, we should say that the midges were out in force. So I don't know.
Bless this guy for the drone shots he got for you. That was, wow. Yeah.
Although, you know, we're quite at the sort of end of the summer at this point. You know, the midges are obviously very prevalent in hot weather, especially around water-based areas, from what we understand. I wasn't naive to the fact that we were right next to flowing water, but I just didn't think it would be that mental.
No, we've never experienced midges that bad before in Scotland. I mean, we've never been in the summer. This is probably the earliest we've been, early September.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was the worst we had.
I tried to prepare for it as well. Like, I put a hat on, I got my trousers. You know, after I got bitten, only a few weeks or few episodes before, I was like, right, get my hoodie on, everything. And they're just like all over my hands, on my face, and I'm just like, come on, fly the drone. But being attacked, fun experience. So yeah, retreated back into the van, didn't we? Battened down the hatches.
But for the most peaceful night's sleep, I think, not that we've ever had, that would be a lie, but up there with the most peaceful night, because you are right in the middle of the Galloway Forest. It was us, I think 2 other vans. The beauty of this car park as well is because it is all different sectioned bays, you actually don't see the other vans, so you truly feel like you're the only ones in the woods, don't you? The sounds of the birds and everything. You know, the water.
To top off this particular park up, the stars were out. We said at the last park up, the stars were out, that is amazing. This was just incredible. I think it might have been better than the Kerry episode that we did.
Possibly.
Here's the pictures. It was just incredible. I was out there with my phone trying not to get bitten. Managed to get, I believe it's the Milky Way. Lots and lots of stars. I could have been out there for hours, just sat there staring at them. It was just marvellous.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah. Should mention, I suppose, the facilities there are none. There are no bins. There is nothing there. You are in the woods, so go be prepared. Oh, actually, something to mention. On EE, which we are both on, you don't really get signal. Go prepared. You can obviously wander away from the car park. There is places you can pick up signal.
It's not pretty low though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not a dead zone. If that is something that's important to you, then that is something to bear in mind, because I know for us, internet's quite a crucial thing. If there's anything more you want to know about these spots that we don't share, then yeah, just sort of drop us a comment and let us know. We kind of share what we think helps. You guys might want to know more, or...
And we're done.
Sunday sesh from Tristan Kez.
This is how we do it.
No, we had our little intro tune.
This is how... Oh, we're going to do that every week.
Yeah, I think we should do it. Guess who's back?
Back again. Tristan Kez. Tell her friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's Frank. It's Frank.
Hey.